Hello and welcome to Thoughts from a Tree. I am back. We're restarting Thoughts from a Tree. Took some time out just to focus on some other things, but we are back, and I wanted to kickstart this with talking about times to train and times to do stuff. So I'm a big believer and a big fan of the circadian rhythm, which is basically in simple terms your daily cycle. Okay, so you wake up at a certain time and then you tune into daylight hours, and certain things happen throughout the day that are based on that, and then you go to bed at night, and in that you can do things that kind of help reset your circadian rhythm and better it, or you can do things that will make it worse and inevitably will make you sick over time. So kind of how circadian rhythm works, there's a lot more going on to it. It doesn't just work on its own. Nothing in life works alone. Everything works together with something else. But in terms of this conversation, I'm talking about circadian rhythm in doing things. So basically within the day, you have certain points of the day where you will be better at doing certain things. So thinking about this, I haven't got the list on me, but I'm pretty sure I know quite a bit of it. So usually around about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, up until 12, you are very good at doing lists, planning, sorting through things, getting things organised. So it's a great time to do that, and you'll probably find at that point, that is a point where you're kind of craving to do something, get things out and get them down and get yourself organised. Now, midday around about 1 o'clock, we're looking towards more kind of creativity and skill levels. So your creativity is higher, so it's a good point to do something with that creativity, and then that turns into skills. So if you're thinking of doing some form of exercise where you're working on a specific skill, then whacking a movement snack into that time is brilliant. So if you're working on handstands or maybe pull-ups, maybe it's some sort of creative skill in another way. Maybe it's going out for a walk, and maybe you're into arts and stuff, going out for a walk and collecting some stuff and going through kind of a creative skillful process of what you're going to do, and suppose that could work into other work as well. But yeah, trying to keep it activity based. We're looking at things that you are working at in terms of higher skill level. Then we start to move more towards kind of your later afternoon of being the point where you are going to be better at all things like lifting and cardio and etc., your main kind of training sort of stuff. And now this is where I'm going to move the conversation on. That's when you're best at those stuff. And I would say for the most part, I say there's no point, but not no point. I say it's better to try and do your creative stuff when you're being best at creative stuff, because that's quite an important thing, to do things like that when you're best at that. Now, when it comes to your general training, you'll be better performance-wise at those times, and generally you are. And over the years of watching people train and even me training different types of day, I've noticed that I might feel better if I train some other time, but I perform better always at that time, whether I feel like I'm performing better or not. And I've seen this with other people as well. So they might feel better after training another time, but they perform better at that time. So this is where I want to move on, the feeling better type thing. So doing something kind of, you're getting out in the morning. So this goes into the circadian rhythm as well, that you're trying to get to sunlight, you're trying to get active so that your body starts to move and work and do things. So getting out in the morning, getting that morning sunlight, even if there isn't much sunlight around, just getting out, you'll still get some of the rays through. It's brighter anyway, so you'll still get that kind of wake-up call that your body's craving, that your body's after. But movement as well will get things shifting, it'll get things moving, it'll get things producing. Hormones will start to move, you know, you'll start to get your blood moving around. You're creating piezoelectricity or piezoelectricity by having contact with ground and kind of moving like that. So your circuitry starts to develop in a better way and wakes you up, which is why many people claim that they feel much better when they train in the morning. And I think this is the same for most people. Not all people. Some people will be so groggy and tired in the morning, maybe it won't. But generally speaking, most people, even if they feel tired and a bit in the morning, once they get out and move, they will feel much better at the end, which for me is what exercising and being active is all about. You know, me, like always, I love a good workout where I feel exhausted at the end, but I believe that you should always feel better at the end of a workout. Even if you're kind of sweating and a bit exhausted, you should kind of feel that little bit of a kind of inner energy buzz. So I always feel like if you can come to a session, especially in the morning, work out, get the sunlight energy, get the movement energy, even the dew or even a bit of rain in the air to get some ions on you, is just brilliant for making you leave feeling better than when you arrived. And that's where I'm going to call this. So the first one back is just a bit about circadian rhythm, a bit about training, and when to do this, but also to kind of get that first morning movement in there. Just a little bit of activity maybe, or maybe your session in the morning. And then, yeah, let's see a day. Get up, do some movement, get out. Then later on in the day, you might do another movement snack where you focus more on a skill-based thing. Could just be as simple as working on your plank. So something you are working towards, I would say, in this. So yeah, anything gymnastic-y or something that you are trying to achieve would be great. Something that's challenging for you. And then in the evening, then again, you could get another little snack out there, another little session. Could do some lifting. It could just be some sort of normal life kind of thing where you're having to do a job that's strenuous. Or playing is another good one if you've got kids. So yeah, so my hand's on the screen there. So that is your thoughts from a tree, and I hope that you enjoyed that. Just gonna thoughts from a tree shirt as well. Please have a look at those. My links are all over the place. I'll put a link on this video as well if you want one of those. There's a few of them that just kind of spread the message of this type of stuff that we're talking about, all the holistic stuff. And yeah, if you want to get training in the morning, then please feel free to check out one of the videos, or better than that, turn up to one of my morning outdoor classes to really feel the vibes from all this type of thing. This has been Thoughts from a Tree. I'm Matt, and I'll see you next time.